Welcome. In this video, I'll be covering an important topic, that is extended surfaces. They're also called as fins. The fins, they are actually welded, or they can be integrated part of an base surface which is at high temperature. And these fins, because of increase in area, they can be used for enhancing the heat transfer. So the objective of this video is to obtain the temperature distribution equation of the fin, and we will be obtaining an expression for some parameters like fin efficiency and fin effectiveness. So once this knowledge is acquired, that means if we know the temperature distribution equation and the performance parameter, you can easily design fin and check its performance. So fins, they are the extended surfaces which are provided over the base surface which is at higher temperature to enhance the heat exchange. So this heat exchange can be enhanced by reducing the thermal resistance at the surface which is offered to the convection process. So it can be easily understood by using a law which is Newton's law of cooling, which is given by Q equal to HA into delta T. And if you rearrange these terms, then it becomes Q equal to Ts minus Ta divided by 1 upon Ha. Now Ts minus Ta in this case is surface temperature minus the ambient temperature, where the ambient or the atmosphere can be any fluid like air or water or any other fluid, and the denominator 1 upon Ha, which is 1 upon heat transfer coefficient into area. Now for a given condition, H is fixed, like suppose you are placing a hot object in a steel air, this H value is fixed for that condition. But one way of reducing this denominator which can enhance the heat exchange is to provide fin over the surface. So if you consider this equation, that is Q equal to delta T by 1 upon Ha, it is analogous to the current flow which is equal to dV by Re, where I is the current flow, dV is the potential difference, that is voltage difference, and Re is the electrical resistance. So if you compare these two equations, then 1 upon Ha is analogous to electrical resistance. So 1 upon Ha is called as a thermal resistance. So this thermal resistance at the surface is to be reduced. So if you could reduce this thermal resistance, then we can enhance the heat exchange. So what are the applications of these fins? So we have circumferential fins which are provided over the air cooled engines. So cylinder, it is covered with the fins. So there are many fins which are stacked over the surface. They are welded, or they can be integral part of the cylinder itself. You also have compressor which also has fins over the surface. Then there are longitudinal fins which are provided over the electric motors so that heat exchange can be improved, and microprocessors are also provided with the fins in order to enhance the heat exchange. So there are different cross sections or types of fins. You can have a rectangular cross section, you can have a tapered fin, you can have annular fin which is provided over the surface, or you can have a pin fin of tapered cross section or uniform cross section. So these are some of the types of fins which are provided over the surface. Now next thing is the analysis of the fin. So let us consider a base surface which is maintained at a temperature of T1. You can also use notation such as T0 or Tb, which is temperature of the base surface at x equal to 0. Now when you don't have any fin, the only area which is available for heat exchange by convection is the base area, which is equal to the cross section area of the fin. Now if you provide a fin, you are actually increasing the surface area which is available for heat exchange by convection. So in analysis, what we will do is we will consider a fin of circular cross section and in that we will consider a small length of small strip of length dx at distance of x. So the heat which is conducted from the base surface to the fin is transferred to the fin, and then from the fin surface it is convected to the surrounding. So at the inlet of this element of thickness dx, the heat which is conducted into the element is denoted as qx. Heat which is going out of the element by conduction is qx plus dx, and the heat which is convected to the surrounding is HA into delta T, where H is the convective heat transfer coefficient, P into dx is the area, that is differential area which is, or the elemental area which is available for heat exchange, and T is the temperature at that at the surface of that strip, and Tf is the fluid temperature. So HA delta T, that is the heat which is convected from the surface. So using the energy balance, we can write Qx, which is the heat conducted into the element, equal to Qx plus dx, which is the heat conducted out of the element plus heat which is convected to the surrounding. So Qx is equal to Qx plus dx plus heat which is convected from the elemental area. So Qx by by Fourier's law is given as minus Ka dt by dx. This is the Fourier's law which is used, or which is governing law for conduction. And using Taylor series, you can actually get the expression for Qx plus dx, which is equal to Qx plus dqx by dx into dx. So we are considering only the first two terms for analysis. So Qx plus dx is Qx plus dqx dx by dx, and the heat which is convected is H into dAp, that is P into dx into delta T, that is T minus T infinity or T minus Tf. So it is same. So if you substitute this expressions in the first expression, that is Qx equal to Qx plus dx plus Q convected, then finally we get an expression which is d by dx minus Kac dx dt by dx into dx plus H dAp into delta T, and dAp, as I told you, is P into dx, that is perimeter into the thickness, that is total area of the element. So if I simplify this, I get an expression which is d square T by dx square minus Hp by Kac delta T equal to 0. So this is simplification, this expression is simplification of this expression, right? So once we obtain this expression, then I will substitute T minus T infinity as theta, that is delta T as theta, and M as under root of Hp by Ka. So we have an expression as d square T by dx square minus Hp by Kac into T minus T infinity equal to 0. So if I substitute this, that is T minus T infinity equal to 0, theta, and M equal to under root of Hp by Ka, then I get an expression which is d square theta by dx square minus M square theta equal to 0. And the general solution for this equation using basic mathematics is theta equal to C1 e raised to mx plus C2 e raised to minus mx. Now this is a general solution for a fin of given configuration, where you have M equal to under root of Hp by Ka, and x is the distance from the base surface. X is the distance of elemental area from the base surface. So what are the boundary conditions? Now there are different types of fins, or different configurations of the fins which we can analyze. One is infinitely long fin. Infinitely long fin means the length of the fin is infinite. So L is equal to infinity. So what are the boundary conditions? At x equal to 0, that is at the base of the fin, the temperature is T0 or base temperature TB or T1. So whatever notation you are using, based on that, the base temperature at x equal to 0 is T0. So if I substitute or if I consider theta 0 as the delta T at the base, that is T0 minus T infinity. So at x equal to 0, T minus T infinity is equal to theta 0. Similarly, at x equal to L, for an infinitely long fin, T minus T infinity will be 0, because at x equal to L or x equal to infinity, the temperature of the tip of the fin will be same as the fluid temperature, which is equal to T infinity or Tf. So these are the two conditions for infinitely long fin with L equal to infinity. Similarly, if we consider a finite length of the fin and with insulated tip, that means if this tip of the fin is insulated, then you have two conditions. The first condition is same as infinitely long fin, that is at x equal to 0 and the base temperature is T0, so T0 minus T infinity is taken as theta 0. But at x equal to L, now T is not equal to T infinity. But here, since we are insulating this tip, d theta by dx is equal to 0. That is, conduction or convection is 0 from that surface. So these are the two conditions for the another fin with insulated tip. Then if you consider that this tip is not insulated and fin is losing heat from the tip, then again you have two conditions. Again the first condition is same, at x equal to 0, T0 minus T infinity is equal to theta 0, that is delta T is theta 0, and at x equal to L, whatever heat is conducted at the tip is equal to heat which is convected to the surrounding. So Ka dt by dx, that is minus Ka d theta by dx is equal to h into theta at x equal to L. So whatever is the temperature at this surface minus surrounding temperature is theta L. So these are the three configurations of the fins which are available. One is infinitely long fin, second one is fin with insulated tip, and third one is the fin losing heat from the tip. Now out of this three configuration, generally in practical application we use the second condition where we can analyze fin with insulated tip, and it can be easily applied to practical applications or practical purpose. So let us analyze fin with insulated tip. So we have boundary condition for fin with insulated tip. One boundary condition is at x equal to 0, T is equal to T0. So T0 minus T infinity, that is delta T, is equal to theta 0. So this is first condition. And the second condition is at x equal to L, since this tip is insulated, d theta by dx is 0, as conduction and convection both are 0 across the boundary. So if I use this boundary condition, then I get the values of C1 and C2, which are C1 equal to theta 0 e raised to minus ml by e raised to ml plus e raised to minus ml, and C2 is obtained as theta 0 e raised to ml divided by e raised to ml plus e raised to minus ml. So once these values are obtained by using simple mathematics and simplification, and we have our expression for theta as C1 e raised to mx plus C2 e raised to minus mx. If I substitute C1 and C2 in this expression, then I get the expression for theta by theta 0. So theta 0 is taken common from this C1 and C2 and it is divided here. So I get an expression for theta by theta 0 as e raised to m L minus x plus e raised to minus m L minus x divided by e raised to ml plus e raised to minus ml. So once this expression is obtained, then I can use simple mathematics where e raised to m L minus x plus e raised to minus m L minus x divided by 2, this is equal to cos hyperbolic of m into L minus x. Similarly, e raised to ml plus e raised to minus ml divided by 2 is cos hyperbolic of ml. So theta by theta 0 comes out to be cos hyperbolic of m into L minus x divided by cos hyperbolic of ml. So theta in this case is T minus T0, which we substituted earlier, and theta 0 is the base temperature minus fluid temperature or surrounding temperature. So this is equal to cos hyperbolic of m into L minus x by cos hyperbolic of ml. So this is a temperature distribution equation which can be used in obtaining temperature at any location along the length of the fin. Like suppose I consider a length of 10 centimeter. At length of 4 centimeter, length of the fin, if it is 4 centimeter, then what will be the temperature? So I just substitute this x equal to 4, that means in meter 0.04, and L equal to 0.1, and if I have value of h, p, k, a, I can get value of m, which is under root of hp by ka, and base temperature and fluid temperature are known. I can easily obtain value of T at any temperature at any location along the length of the fin. So just go on substituting value of x, you will get value of temperature at that location. So this temperature distribution equation can be used for designing the fins. Then you can also obtain heat which is dissipated from the surface of the fin. So it can be easily understood by you applying a simple energy balance. Whatever heat is being conducted from the base area is equal to heat which is convected from the surface. So we use Q of fin equal to minus Ka dt by dx at x equal to 0. So this is heat which is conducted from this base surface and convected to the surrounding. So if I substitute d theta by dx at x equal to 0, so whatever expression we got for theta, if I take the differentiation of that and if I substitute it here, I will get Q of fin equal to under root of hp ka theta 0 tan hyperbolic of ml. So this is an expression which can be used for calculating the heat which is dissipated by convection from this fin with insulated tip. Similarly, there are other parameters, important parameters like fin efficiency and fin effectiveness. So efficiency is basically a comparison of fin with an ideal value. So efficiency is actual heat transfer from the fin, which is given by this expression, that is under root of hp ka theta 0 tan hyperbolic of ml, divided by heat transfer with identical fin, where you have same cross section area, same length, but the conductivity of the fin is infinite. Thermal conductivity of the fin is infinite. What it means? In actual case, you have some finite conductivity of the fin. So there is a temperature drop along the length of the fin. So here suppose the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, it will go on decreasing, and suppose at the tip it is 50 degrees Celsius. But if you have infinite thermal conductivity, whatever is the base temperature, total fin cross section or the length of the fin is at same temperature. That means you don't have any thermal resistance in the conduction process. So if the temperature of the base is 100 degrees Celsius, the total fin is at 100 degrees Celsius, since you don't have any thermal resistance. So this is an ideal case. So actual heat transfer, it is given by under root of hp ka theta 0 tan hyperbolic of ml. But when you have total fin at temperature equal to base temperature, then delta T along the length of the fin will be T0 minus Tf. So this is applied to the total surface, not only for the base surface, it is for the total surface. So your delta T in that case is theta 0, which is T0 minus T infinity, and the area is perimeter into length, so that is total area which is available for heat exchange into heat transfer coefficient. So if you simplify this, then fin efficiency becomes tan hyperbolic of ml by ml. There is another term which is important as far as fins are concerned, and that is fin effectiveness. So fin effectiveness is given as heat transfer with fin divided by heat transfer without fin, which means that if you don't have any fin provided over the surface, then the only area which is available for heat exchange is the base area of the fin. So without fin, the heat exchange will be H into cross section area, that is base area, into theta 0, which is equal to T0 base temperature minus fluid temperature, and the actual heat transfer which is provided by the presence of the fin will be under root of HPKA theta 0 tan hyperbolic of ml. So when you use this expression, then you will get value of effectiveness, which is heat transfer with fin divided by heat transfer without fin. When fins are said to be effective, when the value of effectiveness is greater than 2. One may say that it should be greater than 1, but since we are providing fin over the surface, some cost is involved, weight is involved, right? So the effectiveness can be justified only if you have effectiveness of the fin can be justified only if you have fin effectiveness value greater than 2. So generally for the practical purpose we use fins with effectiveness which gives effectiveness greater than 2. Now this is analysis of fin with insulated tip. What about other configuration? Like suppose I remove the insulation from the tip, there will be convection and it is beneficial. But if you use the boundary conditions for the fin which is losing heat from the tip, you get very complicated temperature distribution equation and fin effectiveness expressions or the parameters expressions. So in that case we simplify it by using the expressions which are obtained for fin with insulated tip. The only thing is, instead of L, which is responsible for convection in fin with insulated tip, you also have some more area because of this thickness of the fin, which is available for heat exchange. So what we can do is, instead of L in the expression, I can calculate L equivalent, which is equal to the length of the fin plus half of the thickness. So that will take care of heat which is lost from the tip of the fin. So when you consider L as L equivalent, which is equal to length of the fin plus half of the thickness, then the value of the temperature distribution equation or the value of effectiveness and efficiency which you obtained will be correct, near to the correct, with fin losing heat from the tip. So this simple logic can be applied and you can simplify an expression for the temperature distribution and parameters for fin losing heat from the tip. So once this knowledge is acquired, you can easily design the fin and you can also check the performance of the fin using effectiveness value and efficiency value. So this is all from this video. Thank you.